Guys, what's good? You got Sniperaim here. Today I'm bringing you guys Are You Replay. Now this was a game that the finals of a tournament I was in, and it turned out to be a really close game, and it came down to some misses and whatnot. So yeah, looking at his team, that Azelf is looking like a threat if it is Nasty Plot, and that Delphox is also looking like a threat, and looking at the rest, it looks manageable. This Cresselia could be a problem if it's like a subcon mindset. But yeah, looking at my team, I have a pretty defensive team. I'll say I got this Tornadus, which is pretty much my surprise factor, as you will see later. And yeah, everything's pretty much standard, I guess. And let's get into it. Alright, he leads Rhyperior and I lead Aromatisse. Now I'm going to switch right out. I'm going to go into my Wheezing because I don't know. I thought he was on Earthquake right off the bat, but he chose to go for Stealth Rocks, and that's fine. So right here, I'm going to choose to go for Will-O-Wisp to try to burn something, but he makes a good play going to Delphox. So right here, I'm going to go back into my Aromatisse, and he's going to trick this thing or switcheroo it and give me the Choice Scarf. So now I'm pretty much, locked into one move. So yeah, that sucks. But I go for the Wish, and then I passed this into my Hitmonchan because I figured he was going to try to go for Fire Blast, predicting Registeel to come in. But yeah, so I wanted to use Hitmonchan as a pivot so I could go into Registeel and to eat up the Psyshock and whatever. And yeah, it does 14%, and it does nothing, so I'm good. So right here, he's going to switch into his Rhyperior Thunder, and I Thunder Wave. I don't know if he's predicting this at this point, but he is severely outplaying me already within 7 turns of the game. So I'm going to go into my Hitmonchan. He's going to go for the Roar. And now I go into my Raikou. Now this Raikou was supposed to be a Choice Star Raikou, but it turned out to be a Subcon Mind Raikou, which inevitably screwed me in the end. But I go into Wheezing as he goes for the Earthquake. Now I'm going to go for the Toxic Spikes this turn because I figured he wasn't going to try to go to Delphox again. So yeah, that's good. Now right here, I'm going to predict him to go for the Spore. So I'm going to go into Aromatisse as my Sleep Fodder. And he puts that to sleep, so that's fine and everything. So yeah, I'm going to go back into my Wheezing because I figured he couldn't touch me with anything relatively hard. And it turns out this Among Us is an offensive Among Us with Life Orb, which is really interesting. But yeah, I decided to stay in and go for the Will-O-Wisp. He goes for the Hidden Power Fire again, which is fine. Now right here, I'm going to choose to go for the Pain Split to get as much HP as I can back, and he goes for the HP Fire again, which is fine. And right here, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the combination of Burn. And yeah, that's a dead Among Us. I'll take it out with the Sludge Bomb. So yeah, he's going to go. I forgot, where did he go to? He went into his Delphox, and I believe he's just gonna Fire Blast, but I'm not sure. So I go into Aromatisse to sack it because I wanted to play it safe. I didn't want to go to Registeel on a Fire Blast. So yeah, right here I'm going to decide to go into my Tornadus because I know I could smack this thing really hard with the knockoff. But he chooses to switch out, which is alright because I have my trump card, the Ace, in my pocket. I pulled out the Grass Knot, which is going to be able to KO this Rhyperior, which is great. That thing was pretty much handling my team pretty well. But he goes into his Azelf. I'm going to stay in because I know this thing is Nasty Plot. And yeah, he has to Focus Sash, which is okay. I'm going to decide to sack my Wheezing right here because I can't see Wheezing doing too much at this point. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of that Wheezing. And I'm going to go into Hitmonchan, my Revenge Killer, try to go for that Mach Punch. But he makes the good play. He decides to switch out to Cresselia, saving Azelf for fodder, which was a really good play on his part. And yeah, I'm going to go back into Registeel, and then he's going to go for the Psyshock. Now that's fine and everything, because I'm right here. I'm going to T-Wave just to get... I mean, I thought he was going to switch into Hitmonlee personally, but he didn't. So I decided to T-Wave, and he decided to stay in T-Wave me too. So right here, he's going to go into his Delphox, which is, I mean, it's poison. So yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity to get my Stealth Rocks. Now right here, this Delphox, I don't have any solid switches into this Delphox, so I'm just going to leave in Registeel to die. It gets smacked by Hitmonlee. It gets smacked. I mean, it gets it's a stall fest between Cresselia and Registeel, so I didn't really need it anymore anyway. So yeah. After this, I'm going to decide to go into my Tornadus just to knock this thing off again, because I know again it can KO from his range. So yeah, I'm going to knock off, and he's going to go into his Hitmonlee, which is a problem. Now this Hitmonlee turns out to be a Choice Scarf Hitmonlee, and it's going to be able to take out my Tornadus. So I'm like, oh crap. Now right here, what I should have did was just Mach Punch and play it safe and stayed in. But I believe I decided to pull a double switch, which I really should have did, because he gets another free switch into his Hitmonlee, which yeah, that really was a bad play on my part, because I could have stayed in and probably just, he would have went to Cresselia if that was the case, if I would have stayed in. I could have probably went into my Raikou just to sub Combine and stuff on it, but yeah, it's whatever. He's going to be able to take it out. And now right here, I'm going to pray for the miss. And is he going to get it? No. Nah. He's going to be able to knock me out with the high jump kick. And that's going to be a good game. So yeah, it was a great game in my opinion. It really came down to the wire. I'm not really a person that goes into tournament matches, but I decided to join this RU1, and it turned out to be really fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.